What's up, guys? It's Let's Play, and welcome back to part 4 of the Let's Play of Guild Wars Prophecies. And in today's episode, we're going to be doing the Great Northern Wall mission. And what's happening in this mission is we are scouting out the Char, who have been quiet for a little bit. They haven't attacked Ascalon in quite some time, so all the major generals of Ascalon are kind of getting curious as to what's going on. So it's our job to go north of the wall and scout them out and just kind of see what's going on. Right here you see me going through my build. I was asked to explain this a while ago, but I'm going to go through it right now. So I'm going to quickly go over each of the 8 skills, and as you can see right here, my attributes actually are 1 in fast casting plus 1 for my headgear, 7 domination magic, and 1 inspiration magic. So what each of my skills are is in the first position I have what's called Aura of Restoration, and that means whenever I cast any of my other abilities, it heals me, like for just a little bit depending on how much the energy is. The second spell in the number 2 spot makes it so that the next 2 spells that I cast cost 10 less energy. And if you notice, on 3 and 4 I have Empathy and Energy Burn. And by having those there, what that does is they both cost 10 energy. So if I cast Glyph of Lesser Energy, which is my number 2 spell, and then follow it up with Empathy and Energy Burn, then both of those 2 spells will be free of energy cost, and it's really good for energy management during kind of extended fights. So moving on to spells 3 and 4, as we're about to get into the mission here. There's going to be a cutscene, and I'm going to have to stop explaining it, but I'll carry on after the cutscene happens. We go to Captain Callahan right here, and he talks to us a little bit. Actually, there's no cutscene at the beginning of this mission. I got that wrong. So as you see, the objectives on the left there are scout for Bonfaz Burntfir's Char forces, and then we have to come back to the wall and tell Captain Callahan if we find anything. So my spell number 3 is called Empathy, and it's every time the enemy attacks, they take damage. Spell 4 is called Energy Burn, and what that does is it makes the opponent lose energy, depending on how high my domination magic skill is, and they take 9 damage for every energy loss. So you see right there, it had a pink -5 on that enemy, and then a yellow -45. And what the purple or the pink number is the energy they lose, and then the yellow is the damage they take. Skill 5 is called Chaos Storm, and it's basically exactly like Firestorm. It's an AoE, like every second they take X amount of damage spell, but it only costs 5 energy instead of the 10 that Firestorm does. You see here I include this little bit of us fighting this Grawl boss. It's fast forward a little bit because it's not really that important of a moment in the mission, but it's fighting a boss and we get a little morale boost, which is nice. Spell number 6 is called Shattered Delusions, and what that means is that the enemy is hexed, which a hex spell is like Empathy, and it's you know it's a hex spell because it's symbolized by that little pink arrow in the top right corner of the number 3 spell box there. That means it's a hex spell, and if the enemy is hexed and we cast Shattered Delusions, which is our number 6 spell, it does AoE damage to that foe and all the foes around them for a little bit of damage. It's actually quite nice. Number 7 is just a self-heal. We cast it on an enemy and heal ourselves. And number 8 is a resurrect. So if any of our teammates die, then we can resurrect them and bring them back to life. So each mission in Guild Wars, right now this is classified as a mission, which is basically just a bigger version of a quest that's like an instanced quest sort of thing. Each mission in Guild Wars has a primary and secondary objective, and right now on the mini map, or on the world map, sorry, I don't know if you saw, but the Great Northern Wall shield, which represents that it's a mission that we can do, it's left blank. And what happens when we complete the mission is there's a sword that goes through the shield, and if we complete the bonus objective, then there's 2 swords that kind of go through the shield in like a crossing pattern. And right here, we're going to walk over to this little object called the wreckage, and we need to search all of these in the mission to find these items inside. So right there we got Kiln Can't read his last name. We're picking up this guy's armor, and he died fighting in the Searing. I'm pretty sure, and he lost his pieces of his armor as the fighting went on or whatever, and they're scattered all around the map, and we need to bring it back to him so he can take it to his tomb in the underworld, and then we get some bonus experience for doing that, as well as the progression towards the title that you get for completing all the secondary mission objectives on the continent of Tyria. So as we go through the game, I am going to be completing all the primary and secondary objectives as we go with the mission. So that'll be good. That's why I'm picking these up on the way. The way the mission is designed for beginner players is you stumble across this guy and he's like, hey, can you go pick up my armor? And then you have to backtrack all the way along the mission to go find all of the pieces of his armor. But since I'm kind of an experienced player, then I know where it all is. I've played this mission tons and tons of times because it's the first mission you play on a new character. So basically there's 4 pieces of wreckage that we have to find with this guy's armor in it, and the one that we are at currently right now is the 3rd one, and the 4th one is like right next to where the guy is, so it's really easy to get to. So we pick up, he has every single type of armor that you can get for your character except for a headpiece, but you can't equip it. It's a quest item. You can't sell or equip or trade quest items on this game. So basically the last piece is guarded by this boss right here, and we kill him, and killing him doesn't like allow us to get it, but he's just kind of blocking it in the way. So here's the last piece of wreckage. We pick it up, and we go and find this guy. He's right up this path over here. There he is. As you can see, he's a ghost because he's dead, but he hasn't gone to the underworld yet because he wants to find the pieces of his armor, and he needs some help with it. So they've been stolen from his tomb in the underworld, so he's risen to try and to find them so that he can go back, and we give it to him. And as you can see right here on the screen, the big shield gets 1 sword through it. That means we've completed the bonus objective for this mission, and now we can kind of continue on and progress with the rest of the mission. Here you can see we get a first piece of fighting against the Char and post-searing. So this is only the 3rd time I think we fought the Char in this account. We fought them during the Grawl invasion. Oh, no, we didn't. They were just kind of standing at the back. So this is only the 2nd time. We fought them during the Searing. Was the first time we fought against the Char. So yeah. Not every Char boss like has significant lore like Vatlaw Doomtooth or Bonfaz Burntford do. Like this guy doesn't really, there's no significance. He's just kind of, he's probably just some like officer in their army type of deal, and he's just kind of chilling here. But yeah, there's going to be a cutscene relatively soon, guys, so I'm going to leave you with that. Here it is right here.
The Char invasion force. Captain Calhan was right. They've spotted us! Back to the wall!
Alright, so right now we have about 20 to 30 Char chasing us, and I have it sped up a little bit here, so it because this point in the mission, it's really like, it's kind of exciting at first for like a beginning player, but if you've done it a million times, you're literally just running. Sometimes your henchmen die, like in this particular instance, all 3 of my henchmen end up dying, but that's mostly because I watched the cutscene. If you like hit skip on the cutscene, the Char are still like at the gate where they like barged through it in the cutscene and came running through. So, but since I like ended up watching the whole thing, I guess like something with the game that tries to time how close they are to you, they ended up like right next to us, and I was kind of like, oh crap. But so basically what this is, we have 3 minutes to run all the way back to the Great Northern Wall and tell Captain Callahan, like, dude, the Char are coming for us. They're like right behind us, and so yeah, you can see more come from the side there. I don't really know what that's supposed to do because they don't like cut you off or anything. But there goes Alicia trying to heal herself, and Stefan ending up trying to help Alicia revive her or something, and they all die. But as you can see, there's like 6 or 7 Ascalon like soldiers and like 30 Char. So this isn't a good situation. So here's Captain Callahan, and our party's alive somehow.
You're back. Well done. What news of the Char? Sir, we found Bonfast burnt fur and the Char army in a valley to the north. But I'm afraid we were spotted. They come for the wall as we speak. There are too many. We'll never hold them back. The wall is lost. We must fall back. Retreat! Retreat! Regroup at the bunkers just north of Fort Rannoch. We can't let the Char make it to the capital.
Alright guys, that is the mission completed. That is the Great Northern Wall mission. I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, we are going to be doing the Fort Rannoch mission. This has been Let Us Play. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.